They walked away from you. Now they're quietly falling apart. Someone needs to hear this today because I can feel the energy coming through so strong. You've been wondering if they're doing fine without you. You've been questioning if walking away from you made them happier. Let me tell you the truth. No matter what they post, no matter what they tell people, they are not okay. They walked away from you, and now they're quietly falling apart. They're wearing the mask well, smiling in photos, laughing in public, talking loud like life is perfect. But behind the scenes, they're restless, they're unsettled. And when the lights go out and no one's around, they feel that deep ache, the emptiness that comes from losing someone they never should have let go of. They didn't just lose a person, they lost a blessing. They lost your light. They lost your loyalty. They lost your kindness, your support, your energy that always lifted them higher. You were their safe place, the one they could count on. And it's only now, in the silence, that they realize how rare that is. And here's the thing, the more time passes, the clearer it becomes to them. They're discovering that the world isn't overflowing with people like you, that most people are transactional. Most people are there when it's convenient. Most people vanish the second things get tough. But you stood by them through storms. You showed up without them even having to ask. They threw away a pearl and picked up pebbles. You gave them loyalty in a world full of opportunists, and they decided they could do better. But life is showing them otherwise. One by one, they're finding out that the people they thought were real were just actors in a temporary role. When they're in trouble now, those people disappear. When they're in need, those people are suddenly too busy. And every time it happens, they remember you. But pride is a prison. They won't admit they miss you. They won't say they were wrong. They won't give you that apology you deserve. Even though they replay the moment they walked away over and over again in their mind. And every time, the guilt gets heavier. You see, their ego told them you'd chase. They thought you'd run after them, trying to prove your worth. They thought they could play with your heart, pull away, and you'd be the one begging for their return. But you didn't. You let them go. You understood something powerful. When someone can walk away from you, let them. Don't chain yourself to people who don't value you. If someone thinks life will be better without you, give them the gift of finding out for themselves. And that's exactly what you did. And now, the silence is louder than they expected. They thought distance would make you desperate, but it's made you stronger. They thought absence would weaken you, but it's exposed their own weakness. They're realizing that the upgrade they imagined was nothing more than a downgrade wrapped in glitter. Some of you know exactly who I'm talking about. Maybe it's a former friend, an ex, even a family member. Someone who had the real you and didn't know how to value it. Someone who traded gold for fool's gold. And here's what's wild. They might still be out there trying to make you look bad, still talking like they were the victim, telling people you were the problem. But deep down, they know the truth, and the truth is eating them alive. They are living in the shadow of the choice they made. And I want you to hear me on this. It's not your loss. It's theirs. You are rare. You are valuable. You are not replaceable. You don't have to convince anyone of your worth. Those who recognize it will protect it. Those who don't will learn the hard way. So let them keep pretending everything is fine. Let them keep smiling for the crowd. But remember, the quietest suffering is the deepest suffering. And right now, they're learning a lesson that life will make sure they never forget. Because when you walk away from light, all you have left is darkness. You see, when someone loses a person like you, life has a way of reminding them exactly what they walked away from. It doesn't happen all at once. No, it comes in waves. The first wave is pride. They're still convinced they made the right choice. They think, I'm free now. I can do what I want. They even feel a little lighter at first because they think they've won. But then the second wave hits. That's when life starts revealing the cracks in the fantasy. That's when they start to notice little things missing. The morning encouragement, the way you always had their back, the way you could read their mood before they said a word. At first, they tell themselves they're fine without it. They say, I don't need that. But the truth is, they do. They need it more than they realized. And they can't find it anywhere else. And then comes the third wave. That's the one that knocks the wind out of them. It's the realization that not only did they lose something rare, they can't go back and find it again. Because now, your energy has shifted. Your doors aren't wide open the way they were before. You've grown. You've healed. You've moved forward. The version of you they walked away from doesn't even exist anymore. And that's what really breaks them. Because they realize that the person who once would have dropped everything to help them now has boundaries. That the person who once answered every call, no matter the time, now protects their peace. That the person who once would have given endless chances now knows better. And here's what I need you to understand. Your growth is their punishment. You didn't have to get revenge. You didn't have to plot or scheme. All you did was choose yourself, and that choice is the thing they cannot stand. They expected you to collapse without them, but instead, you're standing taller than ever. You're shining in ways you never did when they were in your life. And that light, oh, it's blinding them because it's proof they weren't the reason you were standing. It's proof they weren't your source. It's proof you can thrive without them. And that is a truth their ego was never ready to face. Some of them will try to sneak back into your life in small ways. A random, hey, just checking on you message, liking your old posts, commenting on something you didn't even tag them in. They'll test the waters to see if your door is still cracked open. And in those moments, you get to decide, do you let them in or do you keep the boundary? But here's what I know. Even if you let them back in, it won't be on the same terms as before. You've learned too much. You've seen too much. And you now understand that love without respect is a trap. Loyalty without reciprocity is slavery. You're not signing up for that again. Let's be real. Some of you listening to this already see the signs. You can feel their energy still reaching for you. You can sense them talking about you, asking mutual friends about you, trying to keep tabs without making it obvious. But they won't come out and admit it, because that would mean admitting they made the biggest mistake of their life. And they did. I want you to remember something. When someone loses you because of their arrogance, it's not just a loss. It's a self-inflicted wound. And like any deep wound, it will keep reopening every time they see you happy without them. Every time they hear your name. Every time they realize someone else is now experiencing the love they took for granted. This is why you don't need to chase. This is why you don't need to prove your worth. The moment they walked away, they set the clock on their own lesson. And life, oh, life has a way of delivering those lessons with perfect timing. And right now, even if you can't see it, the lesson is unfolding. They're learning that you don't find genuine people every day. They're learning that trust, once broken, doesn't reset just because they want it to. They're learning that actions have consequences, even if those consequences take time to show. And while they're learning, you're leveling up. By now, they've realized something they can't admit out loud. Losing you was not just a bad choice. It was the choice that shifted the course of their life. They thought they were stepping into something better, but all they really did was step out of their own blessing. And here's the truth that's haunting them every day. You were the foundation they didn't even know they were standing on. The reason things flowed so smoothly for them wasn't luck, wasn't coincidence. It was your energy. Your presence brought stability. Your support created opportunities. Your love covered them in ways they couldn't see until it was gone. Now they're feeling the ripple effect of their decision. Doors that once opened easily are now locked. Opportunities they took for granted are drying up. Even their mood, their peace of mind doesn't feel the same because you're not there to restore it anymore. And you know what's even more ironic? The very things they thought they'd gain by walking away, they never got. That better they were chasing, it turned out to be temporary. That freedom they wanted, it feels empty without your presence. That upgrade they bragged about, it's nothing compared to the real thing they had with you. It's like life set them up with the ultimate mirror, forcing them to see who they really are without the benefits of being connected to you. And now they're stuck between two worlds: the pride that won't let them come back, and the pain that won't let them move forward. You, on the other hand, are in a different place. You've been healing, you've been growing, you've been leveling up in ways they never thought possible. You're not sitting around waiting for them to wake up. You're out here creating, building, loving yourself more deeply, attracting new energy that matches your worth. That's the difference between you and them. When you lose something, you learn, you grow, you evolve. But when they lost you, they stayed stuck. Because you weren't just a part of their life, you were the part that made everything else work. And I want you to feel this in your spirit right now. This isn't revenge. This is alignment. You didn't have to wish them bad. You didn't have to curse them. You didn't have to fight for justice. Life handles that on your behalf. Karma doesn't need your help. It has perfect aim. So now when you hear their name, you don't feel that old sting anymore. You feel gratitude. Gratitude that they showed you who they really were before it was too late. Gratitude that you didn't waste your entire life trying to hold on to someone who didn't deserve you. Gratitude that their absence created space for better. Because better is coming. And for some of you, better is already here. The right people, the right opportunities, the right energy, they're being drawn to you right now. And every time you level up, every time you smile without them, every time you wake up in peace, it's another reminder to them of what they lost and what you will never give back. So here's what I want you to do. Keep walking in your light. Keep protecting your peace. Keep refusing to lower your standards for people who showed you they don't deserve to be in your life. And if you've ever doubted whether you made the right choice by letting them go, let their silence, their absence, and their regret be your answer. Because you're not just surviving without them, you're thriving. And that, my friend, is the loudest message you could ever send. If you've ever had to let someone go who thought you'd chase them, type in the comments right now. It's their loss, not mine. It's their loss, not mine. I want to hear your story. I want to see your victories. And remember, as you keep advancing, the universe keeps matching your energy with even greater blessings. They walked away. They thought they won. But now, in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, they know the truth. And the truth is this: you were the best thing that ever happened to them. As we're here on this advancing channel, I send you good vibes, love, light, positive energy. It's a pleasure to talk to you once again. I'm here chilling in nature. Big up yourself. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for subscribing, for commenting, for doing all of those things they do on YouTube. Big up yourself. My name is Manchas. This is the Advancing Channel. One love, God bless, and all the best.